Howdy. Welcome back to the channel. Second video. Today, we got a video from the Ocean Chronicler. Why we stop exploring the bottom of the ocean. What is down there?
You think you know the ocean. You've seen it. Maybe swum in it. Maybe stared at it from a beach and felt small. But here's what they never told you. We have explored more of the surface of Mars than the floor beneath those waves. The planet
that is crazy, bro.
70% water, and 80% of it
how we know more about another planet?
Never touched, never mapped, not even close. And the deeper you go, the stranger it gets. Picture this. You drop Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth, into the deepest part of the ocean. You watch it fall and fall and fall, and its peak never breaks the surface. The ocean simply swallows it whole and closes back over it like nothing happened. That's where we're going. But before we get there,
bro, that's
we need to
so creepy, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie, bro. If I'm being real, I completely understand why they ain't going down there, bro. If an entire mountain can be swallowed by the ocean and you don't even see it really hit the ground, bro, it might be a bottomless pit down there, bro. It might be hell down there, bro. I'm gonna just be real, bro. Do y'all think they actually got to the very bottom of the ocean? They just keeping all that shit to themselves, bro? Or y'all think they on their way to getting to the bottom, they saw something and they was like, bro, we gotta find a new planet.
The reason we stopped going deep isn't money. It isn't politics. It's the ocean itself.
But we got rich people who's willing to go down there,
it has
bro.
ways of making that very clear. Start
Damn,
with the pressure. It has ways of... It's the ocean itself. Because the ocean doesn't want you there. And it has ways of making that...
Bro, this is so sad, bro. I forgot how many people it was, but rest in peace to them, man. Rest in peace. Whoever, bro, I just don't believe that they all was willingly on this thing, bro. I really don't. I feel like some of them was forced into it, bro. I don't know, man. It's just crazy that they want to sit in such a small pod and go so deep down in the ocean.
Very clear.
And wasn't they controlling it with a damn Xbox controller?
At the very bottom of the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on this planet, the weight of the water above you is equivalent to 50 jumbo jets stacked on your chest, every square inch of your body, at once. You wouldn't just die, you'd be compacted into something unrecognizable in seconds. Therefore, only 3 humans have ever made it down there. 3 in all of human history. 2 oceanographers in 1960, and filmmaker James Cameron alone in 2012.
What? Y'all better watch them Avatar movies, bro. Y'all better watch some Avatar movies, bro. Bro, they said James Cameron went down there and made it back. Was this before he made the Avatar movies, bro? When was this, bro? When did they do this?
You'd be compacted into something unrecognizable.
If this was before the Avatar movies, bro, they saw something.
Only 3 humans have ever made it down there. 3.
Why the hell was James Cameron down
there? 2 oceanographers in 1960, and filmmaker James Cameron alone in 2012.
We checking it out right now. Okay. They say he went in 2012, but he made the Avatar movie in 2009. Okay, but he made Avatar: The Way of the Water 10 years after he went deep down in the ocean, bro. He saw something. Bro. He saw something amazing. He was like, bro, I gotta make my second Avatar movie about the water and use the fact that they're aliens on the different... Bro, I'm telling you, those type of movies, bro, have a little truth to it, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Somewhere in these type of movies be some truth, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that a filmmaker went, like, why was he down there? It says James Cameron traveled to the bottom of the ocean primarily to conduct an extensive scientific exploration, collect biological and geological samples, and pioneer deep sea engineering technology. This nigga saw something and put it in the movie, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Y'all can't convince me he went down there, had a scientific exploration, and then come back like, bro, this is for sure going in the Avatar movie. And it's called The Way of the Water. Bro, he saw something, bro. That's crazy.
Filmmaker James Cameron alone in 2012. 3 people.
That's crazy as hell.
Compare that to the 600.
Bro, how much money do you have to have in your bank account to do these type of explorations? Because we got Elon Musk traveling to Mars and space by himself. And he don't even take the training that the astronauts and stuff be doing. At least I don't think he be doing the training and stuff. Cause I would think an astronaut, and I'm not even trying to bag him, bro. Like, we not body shaming, but we are kind of, you know what I'm saying? But I would think an astronaut would have to be extremely fit to even go up to space. You know what I'm saying? They have to be fit in some type of, you know what I'm saying, to put on them astronaut suits and go up there, you know. And Elon Musk is not that, bro.
Or the thousands who have climbed Everest.
I'm gonna do a whole vlog.
The deep ocean is harder to reach than outer space. Think about that for a moment. But the pressure is only the beginning. Drop below 200 meters, that's about the height of a 60-story building, and the sunlight disappears entirely. Not dims, disappears. You are in permanent, absolute, total darkness. The temperature hovers just above freezing, and you are completely, entirely alone. Or so you'd think, because something lives down there. In the twilight, where the last threads of light dissolve, creatures glow, not because of sunlight, there is none, but from within, cold chemical fire in the dark. Fish with lanterns dangling from their heads.
Is that real?
Creatures that produce their own light to hunt, to hide, to lure. Go deeper still, and the lights vanish too. Here, in what scientists call the midnight zone, things have stopped needing eyes altogether. What's the point? There is nothing to see. Animals in this layer survive on what falls from above, a slow, ghostly rain of dead organic material drifting down from the world they'll never visit. An entire ecosystem.
How they gonna tell us what's going on down there? They ain't really explored down there. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. They be lying to us, bro. Right in our, bro. They saw some down there, and now they trying to find a new planet. It's real, bro. This is finna be like, I can't even think of the movie, but if I can, bro, I'm gonna put it up on here, bro. It's like that movie. Everybody traveling to another planet. You know what I'm saying? Because planet Earth is getting bad. Avatar. Earth is getting bad, and now they trying to find ways to, you know, make sure everybody can live on Pandora. That's basically that's what's happening, bro. They found something
from another world.
They found something, bro.
But the truly bizarre stuff that lives even further down. At the very bottom, the abyss, something unexpected was waiting for explorers. Life. What? Not just bacteria clinging to rocks, actual complex life. Snailfish, isopods the size of footballs, creatures that have never seen light, never needed it. They cluster around cracks in the ocean floor, where the earth itself is
scary, bro. Knowing that's all this stuff on this
water hot enough to melt lead.
I'm happy they in the water.
In it. Their entire food chain runs on chemical energy from the Earth's core instead of sunlight. It's as if they evolved on a completely different planet, one that exists 6 miles.
Was it a volcano inside the water?
As if they evolved on chemical energy from the Earth's core instead of sunlight. It's as if they evolved.
Bro, is this a real photo or is this AI, bro? Because if this is a real photo, I mean they been down there. You know what I'm saying? Bro, is that a mini volcano?
Completely different planet, one that exists 6 miles beneath your feet. Therefore, scientists now believe that if life exists elsewhere in the universe, on the ice moons of Jupiter or Saturn, for instance, it might look exactly like this, thriving in darkness, in crushing cold, completely independent.
You gotta go there and find out.
Sun. The deep ocean isn't just a mystery, it's a preview. The Mary Celeste was found drifting in the Atlantic, sails set, cargo intact, food still on the table, lifeboat missing. No storm damage, no signs of a fight, no blood, no bodies, no crew.
Everybody
just an empty ship adrift, as if every single person on board had simply blinked out of existence mid-meal. No explanation has ever been proven. The SS Waratah vanished in 1909 with 211 people aboard. Not a single piece of debris was ever found. Not a plank, not a life jacket, nothing.
That boat
A ship carrying hundreds of people evaporated off the coast of South Africa.
They drifted into a different...
Therefore, you start to understand why...
Bro, y'all ever watch Journey to the Center of Earth, bro? Both of them, but I'm talking about the second one, you know, specifically, because with the one with the rock, you know what I'm saying? Because they went to the center, I believe they went to the center of the Bermuda Triangle and ended up being a whole new world in the middle of it, you know what I'm saying? What if something like that really, bro, that might be real. That just might be real, especially if you're saying they just disappeared with no trace. They might have crossed went to a new world, bro, and they like, bro, we staying here, it's lit.
Sailors have always feared the sea differently than the rest of us. And off that same South African coast,
Wait, what did he say? He said,
therefore, you start to understand why sailors have always feared the sea differently than the rest of us.
man, they be
Off
out
that
there all the
same
time.
South African coast, something changed in 2017. Two killer whales, nicknamed Port and Starboard, started hunting great white sharks, but not for food. Not exactly. They would chase the shark, flip it upside down, hold it there until it went limp, a trance sharks fall into when inverted, and then, with surgical precision, they'd tear open the shark's body and extract only the liver. One organ, nothing else.
What the hell is going on down there under the water, bro? What the hell is going on, bro? This is why you don't go. This is why you don't go in there, bro. You're not those ships to swim. We got our own pools, bro. We have our own. We don't need to be in the ocean. I understand the beach is beautiful and everything, but what happens if you drift away? You might end up like this shark, bro. You might get flipped over.
Scientists have no idea why. They don't know if this behavior spread to other orcas.
Hell, bro.
They don't know if it will escalate. They just know it started, suddenly, without warning. The ocean decided to change the rules, and no one asked permission. Now, the sounds. Since 1991, hydrophones planted deep in the Pacific Ocean, basically massive underwater microphones, have been picking up a sound, a wail, a rising, sweeping pitch that climbs and climbs before fading, then starts again. It peaks every spring, every autumn.
Is it a regular
clockwork? Nobody knows what it is. Not a whale, not a geological event, not a man-made machine. It simply exists, rising somewhere between New Zealand and South America in one of the most remote stretches of water on Earth, and repeating itself reliably year after year for over 30 decades.
Bro, there's something down there, bro. If they saying there ain't no fish that they know of, bro, it's something, bro. It might be, bro. It might, bro. I'm scared of the ocean, bro. Y'all can go figure this out yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And let us know. But y'all gotta keep us updated, bro. The fact that y'all be updating us all late, or the way y'all get the updates don't be all extra viral, you know, bro. We need to know this, bro, before, you know, some YouTubers go out there to explore to look for fish and stuff like that. And then, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do want one of these months to go to these areas because I want to know what's going on, bro. But I don't want them to go at the same time because they might not make it back just like other people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta let people know, bro. Y'all gotta start making technology to where we can go and see what the hell is down there. But like I said, I think they already know, which is why they've been exploring Mars.
Something stranger happened. A sound, described as a ping, began radiating from the seafloor in the Canadian Arctic. Animals fled the area. Hunters noticed wildlife had completely abandoned a stretch of water. The Canadian military sent aircraft to investigate. They found nothing. And then there's the ocean floor itself. Hidden beneath the water, there is a waterfall, the largest waterfall on Earth. You've never heard.
Under the waterfall, there's a under the waterfall. Bro, the ocean is scary as hell, bro. You're telling me there's a waterfall inside of the ocean, bro? Did I hear that right? He's saying there's a waterfall under the ocean. I would think that's because it might be a damn cave or something like that.
Heard of it because it's completely submerged. Cold water cascades over a cliff in the ocean floor between Greenland and Iceland,
how is that
and
even
plunges nearly 11,500 feet straight down. For context, Niagara Falls drops 167 feet. Angel Falls, the tallest on land, drops about 3,200
But this is
feet.
inside of the water.
This one falls 11,500, silently, invisibly, constantly. And then there are lakes, actual lakes on the ocean floor.
Nah, bro, there's some alien things going on in the ocean, bro. For this stuff to be, how is there a lake inside of a, bro? How is there puddles in the ocean? Yeah, bro, this planet is done, bro. This planet might be close to the very end or something. I'm just saying, bro.
Pools of water so dense and so salty that they sit beneath the surrounding sea like a separate body of water with its own shoreline. If you were somehow swimming down there and drifted into one, the chemical shock would kill you almost instantly. Lakes inside the ocean. Waterfalls bigger than anything on land.
Off the coast of Japan, divers exploring a reef found something that stopped the scientific community cold. A massive stone structure, right angles, stacked platforms, what appears to be a staircase spiraling upward, sitting on the sea floor. Some researchers believe it is 10,000 years old, a sunken city from a civilization that existed before recorded history. Others insist it's natural, sandstone breaking along predictable lines, nothing more. The argument has never been settled. But here's the part that keeps some researchers awake at night. If it is man-made, then a civilization sophisticated enough to build it existed at a time when we believe humans were still making simple tools, and the ocean rose,
like going
and swallowed it, and kept the secret for 10 millennia. How many others are down there? Because the ocean is enormous in a way that is genuinely difficult for a human brain to process. It covers 71% of the planet. It holds 97% of all the water that exists on Earth. And as of 2024, only 26% of the seafloor has been mapped in any meaningful detail. Satellites have technically scanned the whole thing, but the resolution is so poor that anything smaller than 3 miles across is completely invisible.
They resolution not poor. They could, bro. It's just a resolution they give to us, bro. Back in their lab and stuff, they see things very clear, bro.
Entire mountain ranges, entire shipwrecks, gone. But here's where the story turns darker. In 2018, a camera reached the bottom of the Mariana Trench, one of the most isolated, unreachable places on the face of this earth. And on the sea floor, resting quietly in the dark, 6 miles below the surface of the world, was a plastic bag. We stopped exploring the ocean not because we ran out of curiosity. We stopped because the ocean is hostile and ancient and vast and indifferent to our presence in a way that is hard to fully confront. But here's the real terror. We know what lives in a forest. We know what lives on a mountain. We've cataloged, named, and studied almost everything that walks or flies on land. The ocean holds somewhere between 200,000 and 2 million species. That's the range scientists are working with. A potential difference of nearly 2 million unknown creatures living beneath your feet right now, in the dark, in the cold, in the silence, waiting not for us to find them, but simply existing in a world that has never needed us and never will.
Bro, y'all let me know if y'all think we actually did explore majority of the ocean, they just telling us that they haven't because they don't want nobody else to be like, oh, you want to go see what they said they saw, you know, type shit. But if everybody think majority of it haven't been explored, they gonna be like, bro, I'm not gonna be the one that see this first, you know what I'm saying? I want somebody to tell me. I'm not trying to be the one that go missing.